Good day everyone, my name is Hennie van Logrenberg and I'm here today to just give you a very brief overview of what Life School is. Before we're going to go into this training of facilitators and equip you as facilitators to actually go back to your homes and train students to go into the world and change the world, we need to make sure that you actually know what Life School is. So welcome to this training, and I pray that you will enjoy this time with us. Later through the sessions, you're gonna meet some of my colleagues that has experienced many things in the field, and it's really my dream and my prayer and my hope that you'll be equipped very well to go back to your hometowns, cities, villages, wherever you live, to go there and just train people for the sake of the gospel. So when anybody will come to me and ask, listen, Hennie, what is Life School? My first response would be, say, listen, this is a mobile missions training tool, and that is exactly what it is. It is a mobile product that can be taken into a certain place, whether it's a village or the back streets of a city. It's something you can take there and actually go there and start your little school where you're going to train and equip field workers, church planters, missionaries for service. So it's a mobile thing. It's not something that you're going to put in a certain place in an urban city where people are going to come in and they're going to go back to their villages and hope that something would happen. No, from the very beginning we knew that we need something that we can take into the field, something that we can take to the villages, and there where they are, in their homes, in their local churches, now there they're going to start their little school and they're going to equip their own local people. And I think that is a very strategic thing that Life School really does very well. And we've seen it, we've experienced in the past few years that many things have happened and many testimonies came from this very fact. The second thing, it's a missions training tool. Okay, so we should really understand that you cannot use or should not use the Life School material as a discipleship tool, because it's not a discipleship tool. Will it disciple people? Absolutely. You will find it in many ways, many people will be discipled, but it's not a discipleship tool. I think it's very clear. It's a missions training tool. We train missionaries. We train church planters. We train field workers. Call it whatever you want. We train people that will, with the help of the local church and the vision provided by the local church, these guys and ladies will go out there and they will do whatever is required from them when it comes to reaching out to the people that needs the love of Christ. Thirdly, Life School is a tool, and that is, I love the concept of a tool, because what it is really is that you have something in the church called a vision, and you need something in your church to fulfill that vision. And what Life School does is it really trains your own people to accomplish your own goal. And you should never lose this whole understanding of what Life School is. Life School should not be the vision in your church. Okay? Life School is something that you're going to use to accomplish what God has told you to do. Now, if I'm a pastor and I have a vision to plant a few churches or evangelize in an area, a specific unreached area, I can use this curriculum to help me to reach my goal. It's very important that you understand the concept of Life School being a tool and not end up being the vision in the church. You can train people, you can train 100 people in your church. And that would be a fantastic principle within your community. However, if those guys cannot go out there and fulfill something out there, I need to ask the question, is it really, do we really maximize the abilities of a school like this? And it's been said, and it will be said many times, Life School was born with the unreached in mind. And you need to go back home and think about it and talk to your pastor about it if you are not a church leader, and pray about it, because we need clear vision to make Life School a successful school. Life Schools consist of 242 sessions that's been taught by teachers from South America, North America, Africa, Europe, Far East, and they are all practitioners in their own field. They are all guys and ladies that really understand what they are saying. They have seen God's testimonies, they experience whatever they are teaching, and that is the one principle that really makes Life School a very practical school. Whenever I go to Russia or Ukraine or Belarus or wherever I'm going, I've said, listen guys, talk to me about Life School. They will tell me, listen Hennie, this is the most practical school I've ever been to. And it's a secret, I think, in Life School that really makes it so effective. It's an outcome-based curriculum. Now, whenever I think outcome-based, I need to talk about it this way, because if I want to produce a watch, I need to see the picture, the end product, before I can start producing this thing. Okay, so when it comes to the life school, the men that developed this whole curriculum, they knew what they wanted before they even started, because they knew what the goal was. They knew that the goal was unreached. So we need in some way to develop a curriculum to bring a product that will be able to successfully plant a church in an unreached people group. It's an outcome-based curriculum. We had a goal before we even started. So it's a very practical, very intense missions training course that will develop people that can go out and plant churches. The other secret thing that I absolutely love of Life School is the fact that you do not need a big seminary, you do not need a big church, you do not need big groups of people to start a Life School. Many of the life schools I visited, I cannot tell you, in Siberia or in the villages in Ukraine, wherever I go, I'll get to a little home, there will be a little table with some cookies or cake or tea or whatever the case may be, and there will be 5 normal, simple people around the table watching the Life School DVDs, going through this training chronologically, and in some way or another get equipped to reach out to the people around them. It is a simple concept that works. And I think this is the one thing that really makes Life School so effective in the time we live in. To take the school into a village, people will gather in a home and they will watch these sessions chronologically and get trained. The facilitator is the person. He is either a woman or a man from the local church that will now run the school. Later on in this training, we'll have a whole session around the facilitator. What's your role, the character of a facilitator. But just for now, and as an introduction, the facilitator is the person that will actually run the school. It must be a local person from that area. He understands the vision of the church. He's been released by the pastor to run the school. If it's not the church leader itself, or his wife maybe, or the husband, whatever the case may be, this person will take responsibility of the school. We are in partnership with the local church. I see it that way. I don't see it in any other way. Life School will come in alongside the local church to support their vision. And if you go to the world and out there, and the first question they will ask you is, what do you want from us? And all I'm saying is, listen, what we want is really to support you in your vision, because we believe it's time for the local church to rise up to its full potential. And I know that Life School can create that opportunity. So in the Life School, we did create, in some way, opportunities for as many people as possible to attend a school like this. That's why we've developed 2 different options, the full-time school and the part-time school. And we will later on in this course, we will talk a little bit more about these 2 options. But for now, it's important that you know that there is a full-time option and a part-time option where as many people possible can join in and get trained. Now, the past few years, we've been looking at the fruits of Life School. We've been going back to the churches. We've been listening to the testimonies, and there were 7 things that we found Life School does. And I just want to very, very briefly talk to you about this. The first thing that Life School does is the Life School will evangelize the lost. If evangelism is part of your vision in the church, that is obviously what you want to do. Now, I can talk about this for a long time and many testimonies across the world, but basically is that Life School will train people that will really go out and evangelize the lost. The second thing is it will train trainers. It will train people that will train people that will train people, and it's a ripple effect like that. The second thing, it will train leaders. One of the first schools we started in Ukraine way back in the days, the pastor came to say, Hennie, you need to understand what we're going to do is, well, first thing we're going to do is we're going to train the leaders of the church, because whatever is happening on the leadership level will go down to the next level and people will get excited about the missions effect in the church. Life School will reach the unreached people groups. Now, there's many testimonies, and we do not have time to talk about all these things, but Life School will train people that will develop an absolute passion to reach the unreached people groups globally. And that is the reason why it's been designed from the very beginning. And something that will flow out of this thing is that Life School will plant churches. That is exactly what's happening. In some areas across the world, it's happening a little bit slower. It's plainly because of a cultural thing, or maybe there's circumstances that will influence this whole church planting venture. However, the fact is that Life School, or the fruit of Life School, is churches being planted. Life School will mobilize the local church. Now, this is, I thought about it in preparation with this thing. I thought about this. If a pastor really want to reach out to the lost. If a pastor really want to see churches being planted, and he used the school as a tool, the church will be mobilized. Whether the people are in the school or not, everybody slowly but surely will start getting involved in this whole project of reaching this people group, and they will start giving, and they will start to pray, and they will start to sow food, or whatever the case may be, but you will start mobilizing your church for the task of missions. And lastly, Life School will make disciples who will disciple others. And that is a principle, and we cannot run away from it. It's just happening all around the world. Wherever we have schools at the moment, that is exactly what Life School does. Now, friends, we're going to take you through a series of sessions. You're going to see us again, and you're going to listen to us. But ultimately, we want to equip you as facilitators to go back to your homes, go back to your villages, go back to your cities, and start your little school and make sure it's successful. We're going to give you principles. We're going to give you guidelines. We're going to do everything we can to help you to start and finish successfully. What we're going to share with you comes from experience the past few years in the field, from West Africa, East Africa, from Eastern Europe, North America, wherever we are working. We took this experience, we put it in a very condensed form, which you are now going to watch. And I really pray that you guys will be able to take this, go back home, start a successful school, and see God's kingdom being established here on earth. Thank you very much.